social organizations, we've been doing it. Enormous experience that has gone through, and I'm sure it has impacted a lot in Kenya and the neighboring countries. This is a special because I come back. It's also special because I got used to virtual meetings. Virtual meeting is good. Zoom meeting is always good. You get things done sitting home. You can do meeting anywhere in the world simultaneously, but not leaving your home, your own workplace. So I'm not undermining the importance of Zoom meetings and virtual meetings. Today, coming out of those Zoom meetings, I see what I was missing. Handshake to each other, cannot look at each other, hug. That is something very important for the kind of things we try to do, try to build up the community, build up the spirit. So today I get that chance to be with you and shake hands and give hugs and say hello to each other physically. So that's very important, special for me for this conference. Another special I was thinking as I was listening, it's because we're doing it in Africa. And many of the speakers mentioned that. Why is this so important? When you look globally, all the things, all the progress, all the kind of marching forward is taking place in the world, Africa as a continent is seen to be in the lower end of the line. It's not in the middle, it's not in the front. It's in the lower end. And I have been celebrating that, being at the end rather than in the front. I'm celebrating it because all the time I'm saying the things that we do today are done in a wrong way. As a result, we created a wrong world, which put us in a suicidal path. Our time on this planet is marked. Finishing line, we can almost see, is coming every day. Because we design our life, we design our thinking, we design our everyday action completely on wrong premises. As long as we continue in those same premises, same thoughts, the finishing line will get closer and closer and closer very soon, and it will be over. So what this has got to do with the being in the end of the line? And why am I celebrating that? In order to turn around everything, we have to turn around the line. Those who are in the front, they would be in the back. Because they are the cause of all the trouble that we made for us, all of us. So they have to learn from the zero level. Those who are at the back, when you turn around, they're in the front. Because they don't have baggages to carry. The frontliners have all the baggages. They have to unload themselves to pick up the new things so that they could survive. But those, unfortunately, at that time, seen as the end of the line, they don't have baggages because they are the one missing one. So they can pick up the new things very quickly. So that's the opportunity for Africa. In Africa, if the world survives, if, big if, will be providing the leadership. It will not be one there following everybody else, no more. Because this is enough. We know what to do and we proceed. That's where one word that you have been discussing all morning about entrepreneurship, which is fundamental. You talked about unemployment in Africa. Maybe that is an opportunity now. It's an opportunity because we don't want to be employed. That's the basic thing. And that's the message, that's the kind of issue that I've been raising with all of you all the time. We are not born to work for anybody else. That's enough. That's part of the slavery. We don't want to be slaves. We are free human beings. We are born free. And that's what's special about human being. The essence of human being, how would you describe a human being? What is the essence of a human being? To me, enormous creativity that each one of us as a human being bring to this planet. Each one of us. Unique. It's not a repetitive thing. Each one is a unique being. As a child, I always wondered why the thumbprint doesn't repeat. After millions and millions and billions of people on this planet, you cannot repeat a thumbprint. And that's what human being is. It's unique. It's a unique creation. It cannot be repeated. So each one of us is a unique creation with enormous creativity. That's the identity of human being. Our uniqueness and our creativity. All our smart people came to tell us that no, you go to school, get a good degree, and get a job. And it's over. What a shame. Is this what the human life is supposed to be? Preparing to become a slave ever since I was born? Learning things so that my slave master will like me? Hire me? Put it in his service? Is this what human life is all about? Absolutely not. Some people trying to make out some kind of a structure, they thought, well, employment is the solution for human beings. Some people will be entrepreneurs, they will be hiring them. Employees will be the hired guns for them. They will pay them, the entrepreneurs will pay them, and the hired guns will go and bring wealth for them. And the owner or the entrepreneur will give you a little bit, and the employees will be wagging their tails, they are happy. Is this what the human life is all about? No. So we have to redesign the whole thinking process. That's where this entrepreneurship thing comes about, focusing on that. Our schools, our colleges, our universities are teaching the wrong things. Telling every student, work hard, learn all this, so that you get a good degree. Why? Then you get a job. With an absolutely wrong message. So what we have been discussing in this, redesigning, turning around the line that we are talking about, we don't want to proceed on that way. We create an education system where we'll be told, as we enter that education system, what is the purpose of your life? You know, in the entire education system, you go through grade 1 to all the way to PhD, that question was never asked. What is the purpose of my life? Why am I here? Am I some accidental thing that I'm here? Or I have a purpose, no matter how it came, but I have a purpose on this planet. What is the purpose? Will somebody talk about it? Education system doesn't want to talk about it. Families don't want to talk about it. All they talk about, work hard so that you get a good job, so that you can take care of us when we are old. What an absurd idea. You have a diamond in your hand. You're treating like a pebble. You don't know who you are. You are the wonder of the wonders of creation. But you treat yourself and you treat each other as if you are just something on the street. So that is a very wrong thing that we have done. So when we redesigned the system, to protect our, we redesigned the system not just for the fun of it. Now it is a question of survival. If you don't redesign, we don't exist. We hear about global warming and all kinds of things. We keep saying that, well, time is coming. If we cannot reduce global warming, that's the end of it. We make promises, we make commitments, we make announcements, telling each other, then go around, do the same thing, same old ways. If you do the same old ways, no matter what you do, result will be the same. A very simple truth they try to repeat. I said, if you go by the same road, it will always take you to the same destination. Old roads cannot take you to a new destination. We all know that. But we do that all the time. We keep promising that the world will be different. How? Following the old roads? If you follow the old roads, the world will not be different. It will be worse. We keep saying that the civilization that we are so proud of, which is built over years and years and years, very proud of that civilization. I said, what is the civilization now? Is there anything left of that civilization? It's sinking. It's a sinking boat. And still you're singing the song of the old civilization. If you keep on singing the song of the old civilization, you are finished. So this is the time to build a new boat, new ship, new civilization, so that you can jump out of the old sinking ship to a new ship. Only then you can do that. In order to do that, you have to undo everything that you have done. It's not just a tiny little thing. It's a fundamental thing. And those issues that we have been raising, discussing, part of those fundamental things. It looks little thing to become an entrepreneur. We are challenging the whole structure when you say we become entrepreneur. Because you are told you have to be an employee. Now you defy that. So what is left? So this is where our chance, the special point that I was trying to highlight. Africa will lead the way. Because they'll be quick to build a new civilization because they have no baggages to carry with them. So this is the direction we want to go. And that's where we have been talking about creating a world of 3 zeros. Sum it up. This world is not going to survive. That's very clear. Our leaders, our prime ministers, cabinet members, our politicians always assuring that don't worry, we are doing all the things. Our scientists saying we are getting closer and closer to the finishing line. So they don't match. So who should we believe? Should we believe our politicians who are promising that everything will be okay. We believe in our scientists who are saying that everything is not okay. And one way to interpret what the scientists are saying, our house is burning in a big way. But inside the house, we're still partying, enjoying ourselves, having fun, because our politicians say, no, don't worry about it, we'll take care of it. Nobody will take care of it. We have to take care of it. So it's a call for us to take care of it, not wait for promises. Promises will not make us survive. So we have to get out from the partying mode and start stopping the fire. As simple as that. Because fire is getting worse and worse. So that's the thing that we have to find, that urgency. There is no urgency. You make beautiful speeches. We have a COP26, COP27, God knows how many COP will be happening. We'll be promising, yeah, everything is taken care of. Well, yeah, of course, it may be 2030, maybe 2050, maybe 3000. But we are taking care of it. We are not. By 2030, by 2050, we'll not see anybody here. They're all gone. It's so close. We're not talking about in terms of centuries. We're talking in terms of decades, if you're lucky. If a new generation will be there by 2050, will there be a generation? No, we don't know. Today is 2023, not far from 2050. So we're not talking in terms of maybe it will happen in the next couple of centuries later. It's not like that. Nobody's saying that. But we don't follow that up. So that's where we're saying we have to build the new roads quickly, build the new ship quickly, and jump on to the new ship. What will be the new civilization that we are talking about like? So I try to define it, even if it is kind of for the time being, this is the picture that we can draw for the new civilization. A world of 3 zeros. In absence of other details, I try to make it very precise what needs to be done in this new civilization. 0 global warming, otherwise we will not exist. 0 wealth concentration, more dangerous than the global warming. We don't realize that. All the wealth we create in the world, all the wealth we create within our own country, always goes to the top. That's the machine we built, economic machine. Because we work for the entrepreneurs, they get the money, we wag the tail and go happy, go with nothing. So all the money, all the wealth goes to them. That will be an unworkable system which will collapse by itself. It cannot function. But we carry it on. The third 0 is 0 unemployment. I'm not talking 0 unemployment in the context of creating entrepreneurship, which is important. But I bring the unemployment issue from the technology front. We're all so excited, everybody around the world, including in Nairobi, newspapers full about artificial intelligence. So happy. I don't have to read anymore. The machine will read it for me. Tell me what it is there. I don't have to write anymore. It's already here. ChatGPT or other versions of it. Until now, we're just saying artificial intelligence is coming. And we're excited. Because machine will do all the work, we don't have to do any work. Very happy. And I keep raising the questions, if you are not doing any work, who is going to feed you? The people who are in support of the artificial intelligence, the economists particularly, they come with a very quick solution. Don't worry about your food. we'll provide you universal basic income. I said, oh my God, is this the fate of human being? Live on universal basic income. Meaning somebody will give you food every month. State will give you universal basic income. So is it what we are looking for? Becoming beggars? We become universal beggars, all of us? Somebody feed us and we don't do anything? That's why I was defining human being first as the most creative of all creations. If you are creative, your life is meaningless if you don't create. Being beggar, sitting there being fed by somebody is not what the human beings have got in this life for. I said, even then, if for the sake of argument I agree that, okay, state will provide the food. Where is the state? Who runs the state? Smart machines will run the state. Because we are dumb human beings. You cannot run the state. So they will be running the state, running everything. So why should they care about you? What is their responsibility to feed you? So in any case, do you have to depend on the decision of the machines for your life? My simple conclusion was no. We don't want artificial intelligence. That was my decision. I said we have to draw a line, very clear line. Divide technology in two parts. Already it's in two parts, but we don't recognize it. Now we recognize it and create that red line. Technology can be it has been for many, many years. Technology can be a curse for human being, which it has in the past, very marginally, but now it will be coming in a big way. So red line is, we must decide now, before ChatGPT and all those things become bigger and bigger, and you lose control of everything. If you lose, you're not going to get back. That's for sure. It's a one-way traffic. So this is the decision-making time. That we all agree to the whole world, everybody agrees. Our technology cannot cross this line. We should not give up our decision-making and creating energy-using capacity as a human being. That bit is protected. We will not go to the technology which will take it away from us. So that's why I said technology, artificial intelligence is creating a world with 100% unemployment. That's the promise of the artificial intelligence. You don't have to work. And I'm reversing. I'm talking about the zero unemployment. All human beings will be active in the glory of its own creativity. Nobody will be sitting around just to be served by somebody else. That's the direction we have to go. That's the 3 zeros. So now these 3 zeros are being discussed and see what can be done. We are not waiting for the governments to pick up the 3 zeros and do that. That's the change of the direction. We have to do it. How do we do that? That's where the social business comes in. Because that business concept is the wrong concept. And we accept it. We teach it. We practice it. We swear by it. It is so fundamental in our life. Business means maximization of profit. I said that's the end of human being. We created a civilization. The whole civilization is based on one basic principle: profit maximization. So with profit maximization, we become money-making robots. And that's what we are right now. We are no longer human beings. That's why we created global warming, wealth concentration, and everything else. Because we're not human beings. Money-making, profit maximizing pushed us. We need money.